Welcome to Colorado Bigfoot, the movie, practically. It's 2 hours long. This particular clip, I realize, is going to be in the next video. This is towards the end. You'll see it just got to be 2 hours, and I don't want to... It's going to be hard to retain people for a 2-hour video, so I'd rather just make another, an extra clip. I spent a lot of time here. There's really... This may be one of the best visual places to take in for anybody. It just is a great reminder for you guys, and it's... it's really good for people that are having trouble with this, with our education here on Earth. They've been educated into logic. It's sort of not their fault, but at this point, it's time to snap out of it. This is 2024, and people are acting like they were born yesterday, complaining and whining. It's time to see how exciting this world really is. It's all real, okay? We're real, I think. Imagine we're really not real. Like, this isn't happening. So I'm pretty sure we're real. And if we're not, man, they did a great job at convincing us. Blatant. That is the most blatant. Unbelievable. Would you zip it? Talking to Macy. Look at this. Oh my God. This is all real. Now think about that. Now get over. Don't keep your blood. What is this, another one? This is language. Oh, look at the burnt language. Yes, they did that. There's no termites up here or nothing. That's their language. Look at that. It's something, you guys, you can easily find it if you go to them in the Aspens. And the reason you know that's theirs, well, it's just because of the way it looks. There's a Bigfoot on the tree before it. And then boom, there's your Lena. Boom. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like, think about it. What does that mean? Because already it's a fact. Just for entertainment purposes only, this is all a fact. And what does that mean? How insane is everything really? Remember, we have just been separated. We've been put by ourselves. It's very possible we were created. This was the idea before we were even made. But it's for us really not to quite know what's going on around us. I don't know. It's all genius is what it is. It got, blocked off. It used to be more writing there. Used to be a face there is what it was, I think. And then there's something weird above it. And then look. There's no way someone just came by. There'd be no boulders anywhere. And that fact that that's there, and I'll bet you it's some kind of symbol. Oh my God, there's eyes in it. Did you hear that next to me? I'm telling you, when you're zooming on their stuff and you hear anything like that, right there, that's how they do it. You ever see Wolverines? This is what they do. What they do is communicate. If they're going to communicate with sound, and you're going to hear it, they're going to typically use sounds that, oh, honey, that was just a bird. Okay, phew. Honey, that was just this. Don't worry. Honey, that was just this. It gets old. Of course it's unique. I don't think, maybe their eyes, I don't know, but look how beautiful. I think that's a squirrel. One thing we do have here in Holy Cross is squirrels. There's a couple. People always tell me, like, Mark, your license plate's in it. And I'm like, yeah? What do you think? Someone's going to come to my house and get me? That's not. Maybe you realize which channel you've been watching. We're going into the only forest that you really need to. It's been so long. I feel like it's been so long. I think I was here last year, but I don't remember. It's possible it was 2 years ago. The other reason I'm... Wow. You guys, the wood knock when I opened my door, it was insane. You're not supposed to recognize this. This is a secret. What I'm seeing. Now remember, they know I'm coming in here. This is my number 1 or 2 spot for me. You might have a better place. You might be like, Mark, what's it called? It's my favorite place. Maybe, yeah, but believe me, you don't get too much of a decision. If you're me, you don't get too much of a decision because it's based on how everything went down. Oh, okay, so this is where Joel. I'll show you that picture. Who's a median, had all of them here came and surrounded Joel. It was insane. And then that's when I call them the Interdimensional Police. With headsets. Are monitoring this interaction between Joel and these beings. That's when these guys cross the line. If you can speak to them, if your brain is, what I think it is, because this has never looked like this before, is that, yeah, you're just using some of that other brain. Of course, that's why we don't use it. If you could have that other brain, the other 70 to 80, 90% of your brain, even if it was just an extra 20, you would, no one would be fooling you. The whole world has been brainwashed. The whole world. That wouldn't have happened if you could use more of your brain. It just simply can't happen. And we're still pretty smart in a sense. So, so what do? They divide us. All right. It's amazing how this starts. Yes, look at the dirt. Look at that. How is that possible? There's a seat right here. Wow. Let me get my zooming camera. I gotta get my zoomer for this, because look, you guys. That's not too bad, but I like the other one's more gradual, and you don't lose as many megapixels. They put the dirt on top of their stick. I told you they did it. Remember, there could be, look, you guys, I don't know, but I would leave it open. Look at these seats. This is where it all happened with Joel right here. This isn't where I came. I didn't come here, but I can't really even begin without checking this out. Holy God himself. I've never seen anything like this. It's completely changed. You guys, there's 20, maybe 10 to 15 videos right there. I don't know, maybe 20. And nothing will ever look, so 20 times I'll show you standing right in this exact spot. And every single time it'll look completely different. These trees don't move. Something is moving them, okay? Just for the layman. And what I'm walking into, you'd never know, except now for this. Look at this. That was never there before either. It's some sort of I think it has a purpose, but it's also a blind. Look at this. That's just natural. I'm really dumb, and I think everything logically because they told me to. And guess what? When a complete badass like you, Mark, comes along and tries to show me, gives up his whole life, every single thing in his life, just so maybe I could be happy, comes along. You know, it's like, it's an amazing thing. You guys realize that there's nothing more to me being here, right? That I am just here to do my part. I'm just here to try to help. That's it. There is nothing else. What could be hidden? Why don't you believe anything? What is wrong with you? I'm just kidding. I just wanted you to be like, oh my God. Actually, I wasn't too much. You guys, look at this. I can't get in there. I'm freaking out. Look. Look at this. See, they never get to this. They've never even seen those people. They won't let them see it. They'll end up turning the video off before they see this. Here is their main seats. It never wavers and it always changes. And they won't sit here. You guys, I was planning on going far. I don't think I have to. I mean, I am so goosebumped. I've never seen this many trees here. Look at them all. You guys, look how good they are. Wait for it. Look very carefully too, because believe it or not, that's where some of them are. They're not all big. I would say more, there's probably more, I don't know, but it's looking like more are small. Okay, you ready for this? Here we go. 1. That's been sat in recently. It'll really get blatant soon. 2, I'm trying to go slow. 3, it's all been disturbed, you guys. Look at that mark on it. I have not been there yet. Look. I asked them the other day if they could please, look, if they could please give me like a footprint for right now. I think they did it for me before, but I wasn't aware, so these are pretty decent. And look, remember, none of them sit anywhere without an X. That's a star structure. X, there's like 5,000 X's right there. Right there, there's 5,000 X's. You guys, when I first found this place, there was nothing here. It was just their structures. They didn't do the ground. Okay, I have many videos of me and Jen walking through the forest. Well, it was me and then I brought Jen. So a lot of the pictures are her taking pictures of me as I'm doing videos like this. And it was insane. That's a footprint. These are footprints. Wow. He was right here. Right when I pulled up. It just takes 2 seconds. That's what kills me. Is how they just go away. It kills me. Oh, wow. They did a jungle gym, you guys. Look. Look at that. Wow. I don't know what else to say. I'm losing it. Do you guys know what it's like to be somewhere like this 100 times? And every single time, not every other time, every single time, it's changed. Like, I can't even put a number on how many, like, the difference. There's no arguing it. If someone doesn't believe it, just feel extremely dumb because it's on video 100 times. And maybe even better than I've done it. I should get a whistle here. They owe me. You guys, I need a whistle today. I won't bother you. I just want, can you please give me at least one whistle? It doesn't have to be right now, just sometime today, please. I forgot about it. Did you hear that? What was that? It was like a tree moving or something. Like being forced to move. Now watch this. I want to emphasize, every single thing you're seeing was done by them. Everything. Okay. If they're in their place and a tree falls over, they're going to move it. Here's seats right here. This was a spot. Did I ever tell you the time? No, it was on video, I think. I wouldn't even tell you the story except Jen was with me, and it was on video. And we're just standing there. We're this close. They loved her. This is when Jen walked over by herself. It was right up by those seats. And the first thing she says to me as we're walking in here, and she says, "Mark, do not leave me. Do not she Jen has a full connection. Like she was working all the time, never had a chance. And finally she's like, can you please bring me there? And then when she's like, do not leave my side, right? This is a true story. I don't know if that part's in the video or not. And then I'm walking in, and then just like 30 seconds later, she just starts walking away, like really fast. I'm like, where are you going? She's like, I'm fine. I was like, hold on, didn't she just say? You guys, I filmed this, okay? I filmed this part, I remember. So she's like where that structure is, a little further away. Her arms go down to her side, her head goes up in the air, and she's just stuck there. Well, she said it hurt. The back of her neck, she's like, Mark, it really hurts. The back of my neck really hurts right now. And I was like, are you okay? She's like, I'm fine. But she goes, but I'm fine. Like, she was so weird how she was so sure she was fine. Like, they let her know she was okay. She wanted to do this. They're doing something to her. You guys, I witnessed it with my own eyes. Okay, this is an executive for Aspen now. She's not only that, but she's just one of the sweetest, nicest people. So you'll believe her just based on that premise alone, not to mention what actually happened to her. Well, because of me. They like, I'm telling you, look, is this that hard to believe? Be honest. They like the people I bring here more than they like me. You just see it right there. I'm not kidding. Except, I don't want to name any names. There's always been one person they don't like. Well, I don't know if they don't like him, but nothing's going to happen if he's here. Because of his hidden agendas. He doesn't care about this. He cares about making money. Being famous. And that's why he stopped. You guys, this has never been here before. So I'm going to go up. I usually go out this way, but I'm going to go up, which is my initial expedition. Like I was going to do like 6 miles straight up. It's very difficult. That's why I'm completely geared up. Hey, I got food, firearm. I definitely don't probably need a firearm in here. Although, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. There's big, giant moose. This is where they hide, the big boys. The real big ones. Now, will he come barreling out from over there and try to kill me? No. So the chances of that being an issue are slim to none, in my opinion. Plus, in here, how's he going to catch her? Look at this, you guys. How can you look at this? How? Like if you showed this to your psychotic uncle, how could he look at this and then not understand? He's going to choose his logic. That's the most, I don't care if you understand this. That's what I care about is why are we like this? That's the important thing. Not that you don't believe this. If you don't believe this, you got something seriously wrong with you. And that's what I want to know about. I don't need you in my subject. You're only going to hurt this subject. Why would I need you here? It's all about the point that you're this dumb. Yes, it's dumb. Whether you've been hypnotized, brainwashed, forced, it doesn't matter. You're still in this mindset. You were not bright enough to think yourself out of it. I should say intuitive. You might get a better score on a test than every single person that knows about the subject already. But that doesn't mean you have a clue. It just means you retain information. It doesn't mean you know anything or are ever going to figure out anything. They've taken our doctors, our lawyers. It's exactly what they did. You got an 8-year education. You are educated completely into logic. All right, so now the most amazing thing is this used to be 100% beautiful rolling green grass only. Nothing. None of these were here. And none of them come from where they are. I shouldn't say that. Very few, because there is some. Like here, let's just look randomly. This one looks like it probably did fall from there a long time ago, but it's part of their deal. You might have seen this, and that would be it. So this is good, I think. It's exciting. Look at this, you guys. Look at the different calibers. It's not possible. I don't know why people's brain don't want to process this. Besides my patrons. How cool would that be one day? If I got money, like I have like a party. Mark, did you hear about Mark? He got a check for $1 million. Hey, guess what? Patreon party. And everyone gets a check. That'd be cool. Wouldn't that be so fun just to see all you guys, like, after we finally dominated, we finally shut the mouths of all of these imbeciles on Earth. Patreon party. You all have to come. And you guys, I'm freaking out. Look, I've stood here. The reason that, remember, again, why I'm talking too much. Well, first of all, I have ADD. Second of all, they have me. I'm zapped to death. You cannot be here without it. I'll take anyone here and you'll see. Sometimes you're like, I think I'm zapped. That's what people say. I think I'm zapped. I'm like, look, if there's any question at all, there's something, yeah, the thing is, you don't know. It's not the movies. I do. Only because I've had lots of practice. This should be good. You guys don't give up because I'm talking too much. We haven't even started yet. There's something up with that tree. That's my stomach, if you can hear it. You guys, I almost didn't come up here because this is one of the reasons I don't do this usually, just to back you up. I know nothing's ever here, is that this would happen. So they had all their stuff here. Just picture like an imaginary line somewhere like right here. And then it would turn kind of like that. And you would walk all through here and there'd be a tree like that. You knew, and there'd be like, you might see that, like something like that. And then nothing else. None of this ground crap. So what is why? Let's just say it is, there's more. You realize that the one that's going up is a trident, right? Like that's a trident. It's just blending in. Connections. So that it can only be. I told you not to use common sense and logic, but absolutely use it. Once look. That's all seats. Once I've stepped over this line, okay? I got over that line without using common sense. Once you're in there, once you're a part of their world, there's all kinds of logic and common sense. You're going to use it all the time. So that's what so I'm not saying never use it. I'm saying don't use it to process you or what I show you. And then once you're in here with them, there's a footprint. Once you're a part of them, I can't believe this is all new. How do they do it? Like, how do they always get the bend and they get the X and the trail marker and the... You guys, this is a front and back X. All right, I got to get off the camera. I haven't been off of the camera yet because of my nerves. You guys, look. This tree used to have... It might be from this one a long time ago, but look at the rubbing from it. This is where we learned this. Remember Dan showed you we had the X notches? That's the best. Look at this, you guys. I'll say it again. Look at this, you guys. Just for the person's like, would you? I always know what one person's going to say. Just one. Because I probably would have said it too. You got to give people a hard time a little bit. It's fun. I've never said don't give me a hard time. I never said don't bust my chops. Please. That's funny. I can laugh. I'll laugh at me with you all day long. I think it's the funniest thing in the world. But don't laugh about this. Trust me, okay? Just trust. It's biblical. I promise you, you have my word of honor. For entertainment purposes only. This is incredible to be standing in a place that never had anything here before. I could show you, I have it all in videos. I don't really have to. I'm hoping that the people that are into it enough will remember. One of them's a gray video, and I walk right through here on the way. Also, I was up here, Brandon has been right here. So there's whatever video was with Brandon, we were right there at the top of the work. And then you just walk right through this. So let's do that. Mark, shut up. I'm so zapped, you guys. No zap, energy overload. So let's do exactly that. Let's get off the camera. You guys, I'm going to go to a whole new place and I'm going to talk to them on the way. 3 feet. I said that and look at, I'm coming in. I couldn't see it. I'm coming into the same exact type of thing. I heard that. You guys, one of those trees, nothing's moving in here. There's no wind. And some tree just made a real noise up there. Like some guy like let go of it or something. I'm telling you, they're up there too. I think that's how they do it most of the time. As you walk around, they're actually up. I know. I told you, it's the hard things to believe that are the truth. Why would you think I'd want to keep walking around this place knowing everything I tell you, you're not going to believe? It's just the worst life in the world, because only for one reason. It's the truth. That's the only reason. I don't make up anything. Sure, I'll give you like an analogy, or like an opinion, but not too much. Seats, insane, brand new seats with X's everywhere. Don't forget, look at the caliber versus the trees growing. People don't do that. He's just going to blurt out what his logic has already told him to do. These are the people that would sell their own parents down the river. His mom can come back and be like, honey, you don't understand. I was with these creatures that maybe someone would call Bigfoot, which is, by the way, not what they are. Okay, there is no such thing as Bigfoot. I'm here to tell you. Yeah, I know, it sucks for my name, doesn't it? No such thing. This is made up by you. And then you expect, when you finally get over the hump of this is real, then you expect it to abide by all of the rules that you want it to be. Can you not see? Please tell me that you can just see. It's killing me. You guys, it's what's ultimately going to make me go away. I have to leave this because you're not helping me. I'm going to leave the most magical thing that anyone has ever done before on the face of the earth in public. And you're just letting me go. It's an amazing thing. I'm not walking away bitter. You will never see me again. I have to turn this off. I can never come back because it'll be impossible. I'll never be able to move back into this area. Lee's not going to let me. Once I leave her, she's not going to come back. This is it. This is the last chance. If you're hearing my voice and you can't help me, I understand. But if you can and you're not, this is it. You might be happy about that. I'm sure my one troll is thrilled. He's upset that the girl that dumped him likes me. It's like, not likes me, but like we're good friends. That's the only reason he's my troll. Because she's like, Mark, I love you. And he loses his mind when she says that. Some complete freak. In Canada, if you see the guy, he looks like I'm not kidding, looks like a child molester. And he's the guy that's changing profiles and commenting. It's always him. It's never nobody else. It's just him. Hey guys, what's in there? Cell phone would be better. You got to be careful even with a hole like that, because if you get a strong enough bird coming out of there and just happens to like fly into your eyeball or something. So the reason you're seeing this is because it's never been here before. This is also, you're seeing brand new work. I mean, I would say within a year. So from just now, over the last year or two, I haven't been here in 2. No, with Brandon, so it's been 2. At least 2 since I've been here. Like here. Probably not up that road, but here. And this is where you can go forever. This is where I want to go and never come back. Well, for a day. For an overnight. Now we're starting to get to totem poles I never knew existed either. I still didn't turn the camera off yet. So what you're saying is, guys, look, you seeing a pattern? The last seats I showed you are right there, okay? There was a bunch of leaners and strangeness on the way over. Then we get to the next seats. This is how it's done here. There's thousands of this. Okay? I have 1,000 different setup seats. Here's the next section of them. Now, what do these guys do with those guys over there? I have no idea. Do those guys come over to these guys? And I mean, it's just like, who knows? I don't even begin to think about that. I begin. I do begin. But that's about it, because I don't know. They won't show me. But told me that they will. So I think I said it in the video recently. Because they told me. You gotta be patient. Like, I'm gonna be sitting right with them one day. Seat. I'll be right here with them. Times, you guys, I think it's something that's gonna happen to humans. We'll never change. We're only getting worse and worse and worse until something crazy happens. And I think that's exactly what this world needs. Some catastrophic event to happen to us where it just shakes us loose. It just shakes the silly out of us. And we become one again. It's the only way. You cannot. Free will was one of the biggest mistakes ever given to people. I mean, I don't mean like you should have been. Hold on a second. Let me rephrase that. I don't mean like you shouldn't be able to do whatever you want, but I think the free will, as far as think whatever you want. Like, this is what. If you want to think the Earth is flat, if you want to think it's a triangle, look, I'm here to tell you. You want me to solve it for you? Because I know everything, you guys, about this. Everything. They told me everything about everything. And I'm here to tell you that I just chuckle. Because especially with some of the incredible evidence people present on flat Earth and round Earth. I'm here to tell you, you're both right and you're both wrong. So you're both. It's like politics. You're arguing over Trump and Biden. It's the same thing. Well, I don't know. I'm starting to really become a Trump fan here. Remember, I grew up with this guy. I grew up in Jersey. Trump was always there, always right next to me, like on the radio, or every single day. Trump was there. I used to go to Atlantic City, and let me tell you something about this guy. The one thing he has never wavered. He is legit. Yeah, we might not like he's this or that, or he's cocky. That's exactly what we need. We're cocky. The states are, like, a little bit. You know, like a football game cocky. You know what I mean? This is what we need. And since we don't have any other choices, I'm telling you guys, he's what we want. He'll do the best. Even if it was just to prove it to you that he will. I'm telling you, he has our best interest. It comes across from God himself to me. He is blessed. That's why I don't think it is planned. Don't listen to the conspiracies. I believe it was a divine intervention. That's what I believe. And then God showed you it was divine intervention by showing you the blood. He could have just made it mess altogether. There's no way that thing just happened to nick his ear. That's why you know it's angels. It's all meant to be. This world will come back around. We will get help. Have faith. The few of my good friends, I have a couple really good friends that aren't quite on board yet because I don't know why. They think about it though. Like people first. Look at this. He could, worship a basketball. And if he's like, Mark, you're awesome. Let's be friends. I'm like, okay. It's like, I'm so relieved to see like a nice person. All I see is hate, evil, mean, cruel, terrible. This is people that love each other. Out of spite, love will turn to, it is insane what we're doing to each other out there. And we all write it off and it's all just whatever. I take it all in. I don't want to. It's not my responsibility to worry about the whole world, but I do. I think I worry about that more than myself. Like, I don't worry about myself too much. You know what I ask God for? I ask God to please make me better so that I can, here's seats, present him and you and this to you guys in a much better way. Is he going to do that? No, but that's what I want. They already said, like, we already gave you the tools for that. It's already been done. It's up to you to make it happen. I was like, yeah, but if you're born half stupid, like me, no, I'm just saying, like, with ADD, then it doesn't always work, I have a disability. There's always a little entrance. Always. We refuse to think small, I don't know why. Here it is, brand new. It's crazy. There's graves up that way. Like, I think it's like 2 miles that way. That's what me and Brandon tried to do, and I couldn't find them. I think we found other ones. They're all here. These are the guys that laugh at me. Remember, you hear me telling the story? So down, oh no, was it here where we're, oh no, it was a different, it's the lower world. As the crow flies, it's like 1.5 miles straight down that way, 2 miles. This is where I had that median. The reason I'm talking is because I'm trying to linger and I am losing my mind with some kind of connection. That's what it is. It just makes all kinds of talking come out. I told you about the decorations, right? There's so many of them in here. It's not just here, it's everywhere. How could someone see what I just showed them without knowing anything and not go, oh, well, what's up with that? I would have known immediately. Let's just say I'm not me, and I saw me, and I was one of these people that just randomly wasn't even looking, but it was like on Facebook. I would have known immediately. I would have wrote the guy a message that second. I've always known. Yet you get somebody else completely clueless. Just, Mark, been hunting for 40 years, never saw one. I was just like, I almost just left right then. I was like, I can't do this. I cannot show the most precious biblical thing that any human will ever show to climbing. I mean, I haven't even begun filming a video and I have like an hour of footage at least. I couldn't stop talking or filming. So I finally got the camera off and I'm trying to get through all this. It's brand new, you guys. Look, when I tell you it's brand new, brand new. Dirt's still on it, dirt's still on it. This tree was from there, of course. It did that to the tree, right? Of course it did. And then watch this. Where is it? Kind of following this type of path. Right? Whoa. I know, that's funny. I would think that's funny too. I just fell, it must have looked, but it was also really funny looking. You can never tell with the way the camera moves how funny it was. I know that's funny. Look at that. They're white, you guys. Okay? It's insane. All I need is that. I wish I didn't have to do more, Like more, yeah, but not try to be proving this or something. I don't know why I do that. No one told me to. I don't know why that happens to me. Like, I'm like, why? How could this be like this? Why would this be? I guess I'm just always out to get to that one new person that just needs help. Do you guys not understand the feelings of this when you can actually really change someone's life and help them? Who would have thought someone like me could do that? I really can. It's through what I've done. If that's a TP, I don't know if I'll be able to mentally process. Not this, but I'm seeing this. Let's go see what that is. I wanted to keep going up, but then what happens is you get to these structures like this that are just too good. And I want to see what's going on. One of the biggest X's in the world. Where is that? Oh, it's behind me. It's the biggest X. I have two. Are the two biggest. No one will ever beat the world. It's a world record. And especially when you find out how real this is, and you'll see that I filmed the two. They told me. Biggest X ever, they told me. I have 2. And they're like 200 feet tall. Made. There's more seats right there. So those are all seats. These are big. You can tell by the caliber. You pretty much, so that's once you're in, if you're seeing, like, these are giant caliber, you guys, considering what we were just filming. And I think you can use that logic there, that it seems to fit. Even their decoration's huge. That goes, I'm telling you, hand in hand. The size. I ruined these videos by talking. I should just put music. I would just put music over all of this, but then people get mad at me. I should remember that I have people that actually, there's a few people that actually like me. It's a crazy thing. And I'm dwelling on an imaginary person that I've never even met, that never said anything to me, thinks I'm crazy. When I only should care about the people on Patreon. I should only care what they think about me, not some complete... This is never... Like, it's not just like walking into a forest and I have no idea what's going on. I know this better than anywhere I go. And this has never been here. And so it's really frustrating to try to get that point across to you. Like, I feel like when I say that, it's not going to register. Like, you're not going to get what I'm telling you. This has never been here before. That has. See that? What is going on here? These are all the big guys up here. These are the guys that laugh at me. It's actually not. It's just like it though, so I think it's the same. I don't know how they navigate. Do the ones down at the spot, the guy likes me, will he come up here? I don't know. In my experience so far, you sort of, if you have a relationship like you feel like you do going, look at these footprints. You guys, look at that footprint right there. It's an impression. I told you it happens every time. Look, not only that, but it's something they've been doing a lot. So they stepped there, smushed it, and then look how packed down it is. It's a footprint. Watch. Well, I hope you can see it. Not only that, but he goes like this sometimes. And that's why that is smushed. Remember, I don't make this up. I've been filming it for 10 years. I've filmed that over 1,300 times. Something like that. I'm almost sure I have seen that before. They do that on purpose. Because at other places, they want to make it look like a mouth. Because I've seen the same thing. All right, enough's enough. I gotta turn I just wanted to get some of this on camera. And then if I want to see if none's gonna happen, I might move. It should. Because they were just here, like just now. Just now. I can see the discoloration. Like, especially on the, like I just twisted my foot, it's the same thing everywhere. Look, seat, I missed it. It's amazing if we didn't know what we wouldn't see. That's what I'm here for. Now don't get me wrong. Forget about those people. I have way more than just my subs reflect. People that don't, they're not on YouTube and stuff. They heard about me, found me, Mark. Look at this seat. You guys watch this. All right, you know what? Let's go to my cell. Oh, no, let's keep this. Let's keep this. Because I've captured them on some amazing zooms here. In fact, one of mine that I show you, let me see if I can find it, I'll show you. Was way back then when I was walking up, I turned around and zoomed back, and he was behind. There's not just him. It's like a white one. It's a black somebody, and he's hiding. There you go. Look at the master setup, you guys. He's sitting up here above everybody. What are you looking at? You want a piece of me? Just But when you're this far back, I think it's a lot of times that's a trick. That's why they put them all over the forest. So even for a guy like me, who I'll go see that right now 100, 300 times just within a quarter mile, they'll have that set up. So there might be something to that. So even someone like me, it's just a stump. I already have figured out, yeah, but on some of them, it'll be them. They get in front of it somehow and like occupy. I don't know. I don't want to make it up because I'll wait till I know for sure. Look at this. I can't believe this. If I wasn't ruining the video talking, wait for the second one. You guys, it's so disturbed in color. Look, like they just got up. I used to be right here. It was just grass. You guys, it went from grass. That's what I'll name the video. It went from grass to whatever. Like an entire world formed. Holy moly. Thank God, sir. No, you guys, oh, sorry. I'm super affected, you guys. I can't even talk. Look at the disturbances. So by following, I wanted to keep going up, but once I saw that incredible white structure thing, I decided that was the way to go, to follow it. And then what happened? I found something else, right? Boom. And then this happened. And then wait till you see what's behind, what looks like it's behind it. There's an incredible amount of this. This is right there. I'm sure you can see. Footprint right there. Huge impression right there. Can you see it? I step in them because there's no like toes. But look, that's how big it was. It's big, way bigger than these. These are 12s, no 11 and a halves. Oh my God, look. Oh my God. Should I go live? I think I can go. This is the one place I can go live from. Oh my God. Look, it's just got disturbed. They just got up. Oh my God, look, there's more. Wow, you guys, this is the ultimate spot. Oh, they probably think that's funny. This is the best spot. It's directly in line. No, it's not. It's way right. So, but sort of. So this first set of seats I showed you, I don't know where I'll start, but I'll definitely show you both because those are my seats I always go to. Now I found new ones. Wow, you guys, look at this. Look how it goes down. This is the unseen world. It's that simple. We found it. It's all real. And I have to leave it because of human beings. I swear to God to you, that's the reason. Because human beings can't process their life. I have to leave and go back. I don't know where I'm going yet. I have a couple different options already. It's all been disturbed. Cali or New Jersey or South Carolina. I can move to Pawleys Island, which I'm not going to be able to do this there. I want to go somewhere I can keep my patrons. Like, I think there's only one other way. There's only one way to keep them, and that would be the redwoods and the sequoias. I think I would end up gaining lots of subs and Patreons if I do that. Wow. Let me see if I got reception. The fact that some people can't see that twists my brain. You guys, do you see that goes into the X? I missed it. That. Is pointing right at that. System, language, something do you know that I have how many times I filmed that? Something pointing at the X or a third on the X. You guys, this doesn't stop. It's all seats. Look at that, how they did that. I showed that seat in the live video. Got a little aggravated in the live. I'm done with humans. If you're not on my Patreon, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to start really taking this to the next level before I leave. and show some people some amazing things, show you them, get them to talk on, do a bunch of stuff, and then I'm gone. Just Patreon. They're the only ones that'll ever see what I do again. I'm so sick and tired of selflessly giving my life over to this world for nothing less than a baseball bat to the face. And if you think that I'm exaggerating, just ask anyone else in this world who has tried to do the same thing. The reason people don't know is because they don't know anything. They only know what's in front of them. Think about what goes on in this world that I don't know about, that you don't know about. Stop using your life experience to process other people's lives. You're making a gigantic mistake. Pretty cocky, right? We know nothing, but think we know everything. It's called self-justifying. It's called legends in our own minds. Everyone's a legend in their own mind until I show up. Triple. Yeah. It couldn't be any more the same as Bigfoot Universe. These are the same guys, different guys, same people. I don't know if they're different. It has to be different because it's so far away. I'm trying to figure out where I am. I'm not by any means lost, but I'm just trying to figure out, gauge where I am that way. It can be incredibly deceiving over hours what you can do to yourself and where you can put yourself when you're in the forest. I'm talking about the best of the best of the best of us can get. Am I saying I'm the best? I'm pretty good. If you can show me anybody in the world with more documentation of the forest and exploring than me, there is no one, you guys. Do you realize that you're helping someone that does everything only? No one else does it. I'm the only one that explores deep, high elevation forest. It used to be my job, and now it's not. And now you're not there to help me. So it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I just have to remember, when I leave, I make lots of money. I don't want to. Not lots, but I make six figures. I'll be making between 95 and 120 grand a year. Right there, boom. But I'll be in New Jersey. I don't want to go there. I spent 44 years there of hell. Oh, mostly because doing that, it's a really easy job. It makes this look like, it looks like I'm in prison doing this job compared to my job making 100 grand. Remember, most people that make good money don't do anything. It's like, that's not true, but you know what I mean? Like, the guy could make $1 million a year, you'd be surprised. He probably doesn't do much. It's the people that work the hardest make the least. This is a fact, Jack. You can use me as an example. I'm not trying to make it. I just want to be able to make enough. I have never asked for a penny more than just trying to live here, to pay the rent and stuff, and maybe enough to make a car payment on a vehicle for Colorado Bigfoot. That's it. Nothing more. This has all just happened. This was a spot, but it had been let go, and then they'd come back to it. I'm telling you, there's something with the spots under our feet. There's something in the ground here. Because they always come back. Look how it was lifted up. It used to be right there. They picked it up. Should have listened. You should have believed. To the only person in the world that's going to show this to you. And keep taking you to the next level until we're with them in their other world. But you don't want to do that. Because society your TV taught you to go, nah, that can't be real. I'm really concerned for you. Not that you're not helping me, but seriously, I'm here for you. So if I leave, because of finances, fine. But if I leave and then there's so many people out there that just were close, you know. Look at this, you guys. These spots have never been here. See, this is more like it used to be. This is what it used to be. There's more than there used to be, but in a sense, you can get an idea. Like, don't look at anything, and it was just beautiful rolling grass above all the structures. And now all of these weeds, which is Bigfoot Universe weeds, have been changed. It can only mean there's more. There's no other reason. I've been asked this by other researchers. Now remember, if you're one of those people, don't ever think I'm comparing myself to you. I'm doing this in public. So we're only talking about people that present this in public. The person that's super private listening to me right now, I'm not talking about you. You know what time it is. But you don't present in public. You don't have to take the blunt force of the whole world, basically, and get to go do this in harmony. I got to do it around terrible, mean, horrible, godless people, and it's very difficult. So I'm a little bit surprised I came over. I couldn't help it. I want to go up. I couldn't help it. It's just the way it goes. Those structures gave me no choice. I couldn't miss them. And then so you see that, you're like, what is that over there? I zoom in way in there, so I have to go to it. You get there, it's insane. Here's an older seat. It doesn't look that old. Probably last year. Remember what I'm always seeing. It's just that I can't constantly show you everything. So here I am. I have never been here except, I think, once 7 or 8 years ago on this corner. And none of this was here. You guys, do you see that log right there? That tree? It's all being held up by that stick. That stick has nothing to do with that tree. That's the first structure I ever found. Was like that. It was an actual like structure, and the whole thing was held up by one, but straight up and down by one stick. So this doesn't look that. This is just new since 8 years ago. It looks new since 8 years ago, like it was heavily used and then let go. They're not here. Not like the last place. See? This is what that used to be all mulch. See, they put the sticks on it. Look at all the white sticks. When they left, they put all the white sticks on the seats. It's something I've been showing for 10 years. I show you where they used to be. So there could be something to that too, versus someone being new, like extra ones showing up from, whatever. It could be a lot of the spots are being closed down, but I don't see that. It's only more and more and more and more down there behind me. I'll buy that with this spot, but look, this whole thing. Look at that. Should I? It's like if I walk up and it fell. If someone was here, if Brandon was here, maybe I would do it. Look at the seats. Look at that, you guys. These are all seats. And they're looking out here. I'm sitting right here. Oh, there's brand new eating. They are here. It's brand new. Just now. Oh, no way. Never have I had this view. Joel, you watching this? I took you and Don up there in the truck. We went off-roading through the fields. And then I jumped out of the car and showed you the seats in the middle of the field. Never have I been able to see it from here. Maybe we can get them. Hold on. This is what you want to do. Because if they're in there right now, it might get these guys to do something. So if birds come in or anything happens at all that you think is logical as I'm doing this, no, it's not. Or they're just not there right now. There it is. Can you believe that? Zip it. Distraction. Those are seats right there. It's just a patch. They cut all that down way before I even did this all. And they left that patch, and there's always an X and tridents just in free view. You can really see it's raining. Great. And you would think, unless it's just all points bulletin, you really think you'd be able to get something on this shot. Believe me, so right in there, it's exactly like those good seats I showed you behind me. Those are all just seats. It's a patch that big. There's the one end and there's the other end. And you can't really get there. You can, but it would take you a long, long time. And we just off-roaded it. And then I still couldn't get near in the car, so I parked the car like over there. And then I was like, Joel, Donald, just wait. And I walked in and filmed it. Kind of like they were doing it because they were there, but they were getting older and a couple physical restraints at the time, and so that it was kind of like it. So that way I ran over film, and then he could watch it later. Shout out to Joel for getting back on Patreon. Joel, everyone's so happy to have back. We really want you back around on Facebook too. Missed your timestamps. So there's a square. It's a wallow, we call it. Rio started that. I never forget. Do you know what the definition of a wallow is? It's like, dude, you've got to check yourself, brother. You are so lost in this world that you're calling out people on spelling and definitions. Okay? When you the founder of the subject, you get to name whatever you want. Okay? That's the one fringe benefit I have over now. This is where the big boys are. You guys, when I first came in here, I think I'm better now. I don't know. I could barely talk. Like I could talk, but I would start like jumbling my words and getting a rain shower. It's a good thing I brought this. Thanks to Diesel. This thing is amazing. Whatever this thing is, I don't know what the brand it is, how much he paid for it, but it's never wavered. The zipper's good. This thing will save your life up here. I could live up here for the next week out here if I had to. Not with these guys. These guys will torture me, you don't understand. That these are the guys that do it. These are the guys that walked around Rio's head all night long. Because I found out later they did it because he was skeptic of me. He believed me, that's why he was here. We were good friends, but he told me after, he's like, to be honest with Mark, I'm blown away by what just happened to me all night. He goes, I know they were doing it extra to back you up. And he goes, I have to apologize. I was like, Rio, no apology necessary at all. If you're at where you're at right now, that's good with me. I'm a sucker. If you say, Mark, can you please forgive me? Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I don't care what you did. If you're genuine and ask me that, it means you're a good person. Are you serious with this? This is twice the size of any pyramid in Egypt, but it'll be ignored because it's in the mountains. It's the same thing, except bigger. And they're all over the earth. And you'll just ignore it. You'll just ignore it. Why? That's what we need to figure out. This just happened. Oh, wow. Not going to be wow for you, but it's a giant Trident X. Trident, okay? It's a Trident X. Charcoal all over the sheet, all over the seat. Which means they've dug. Jungle gym. That's why you kind of need this camera doing this. Strange rock. Completely out of place. And then the best part is that, because I just found that the other day. Last time I was out, I found the rip. Well, it wasn't the last time. The last video was that can ripped in half on like a little seat. And then now I'm seeing a bottle that's old right here. It's got to be. They brought that bottle here. Nobody brought that bottle up here. Okay, you see where I am, you guys. I'm actually like it's higher than that right there. It's got to be 13,000. Look at that bottle. I'm not going to touch it. He might have it there for a reason. I'm just not touching it. That's always there. That hasn't been there that long. It's on top of loose grass, like loose dirt like that. This little rock. Footprints. They go that way. there was these two dudes, right? I've never seen it in all my time. And I know it happens in Colorado. It's not like, look at that. This is the same thing I filmed in Predator Hill. I said, there was two guys with real back. It looked like it was the 1980s, the way their backpacks were. You know, remember those big backpacks we had in Boy Scouts and stuff? And they were walking up the road. And they must have been 6 miles up. I was like, I pull up, I was driving by, you know, and real slow, and I go, you're a better man than me. Just to make him feel good, you know, whatever I said. Like, I can't believe you. I'm like, I'm having trouble getting up here in my truck. I was just giving him a compliment. He's like, oh man, yeah, it's like thing. I said I would help you, but that would be cheating. He's like, no, we're good. We're gonna go all the way from one trailhead to the other. I'm like, hold on a second. How is he gonna do? Where I am is huge, you guys. Okay, this is Holy Cross Wilderness. I don't mention it much. That's my one mention of it, unless I put it in the title. I doubt it. Which just doesn't help you. You'll never ever. You could spend the rest of your life trying, based on the video, and you will never sit here. They won't let you. They might actually. I mean, if you were a good person trying to do it, like it was genuinely good intentions, but like, well, all right, Mark, watch this. Then that would be awesome. I'm totally into that. I've had people show up my driveway that I ended up liking. Normally I just shoot you, but I actually like these people. Because I thought to myself, you know, most people just freak out. The YouTubers freak out when someone shows up at their house. But I was like, hold on a second. I don't think he's really here for me. Like, he's not like, it's not like, so he's here for them, not for me. You know what I mean? So no, I totally believe no one is starstruck by me. They want what I do, right? I don't win you over with my award-winning personality. It's this. Someone likes me. I have one person. Terry likes me. Right, Terry? John likes me. Sort of. Kelly likes me. Wow. I mean, you guys. Wow. September, I just went blank in the dates. What are the dates, John? Put the dates in the comments. John Guy. Anyone familiar with John Guy's footage? If you're from outside Facebook, you're not going to know. You're missing a lot. You get to see them moving. You get to watch their eyeballs. You get to see them jump tree to tree at night. You get to watch the big ones navigate his daughter and the dog as they walk right at him. It's nothing to these guys, especially at night. That's what it is. So that I just want to make it clear. I have figured it out for sure. Do you guys see that? It's a trident. It's the other end of trident. Look at the other end. Look at the third. That's insane. If I wasn't talking so much, I could really appreciate it. It's all a result of how I feel. When I got to this, actually, guys, my hairs are just standing. Remember, I don't have that much hair. You can't control that. Maybe someone somewhere can make their hair stand up on their arms, but for me, it takes something. Like, I'm not scared of anything except life. That's the only thing I'm scared of. No man on earth scares me. I'm not trying to be tough either. None. Footprint. This will help you. Okay? You can even feel the arch. Footprints. I've been telling you that the last 5 videos. It's something they do on purpose, I think. Look at that. I mean, you guys. Something's been going on right here. So these are seats. Let's go behind. I'm freaking out right now. I am freaking out. My connection level's too strong. The more time I spend, I think I said this in a recent video, I can't remember. I mean, I think I remember saying it, but I don't remember if I put it in the video. The more time I'm out here, the crazier it gets. They told me, again, I'll tell you, about all the knowledge. They already told me everything. They said the same thing about that. Nothing's already getting crazier. It's already that crazy. You're just witnessing it slowly. It's going to happen. It's like a time release. It's like, You gotta be kidding, right? I said, no. I told you, it's the hard stuff to believe that's the truth. I've never lied to you one time that I can remember. You gotta be kidding me. We got something special here, you guys. This is big. There's no grids, just big, big ones on the ground. And then we got that X right there, right? Look how big, you guys. It is double trident X. Totem pole. Watch this. I mean, it's a freaking duplicate besides the third on the bottom. And they made it a trident. How could there be two of them? This is a walkthrough. That's not for there, you think? Let me think. No, it's for here. It's for here. Isn't that amazing? I figured that out. Who would have known when you first started? When you see an X like that, Mark, which way do you go? I can tell you every time. It's a crazy thing. It's not something I figured out. It's something they told me. I always know where to go. And then if I think some days it's just them sending me on something to go film and keep me away from them. Do I recognize what is this? Where is this? Isn't this where the clubs used to lean? No, I'm too far. I'm just talking out loud. Most of what I'm doing is just talking out loud. Hey, Donald. All my new patrons. You guys are very special. When I see a new name, I've seen so many great, awesome new people. Please don't let the world corrupt you. Don't let it fade you from the subject. You'll have those days where this subject will burn you out or whatever, especially if you're standing out here. I'm not sure if they do it to us or it's just something that happens. Trust me, it's temporary. Don't let yourself go away forever. Take a break, absolutely. Mark, you're driving me freaking crazy. Totally go take a break. Come back in a month. Just come back and see if I was right in a month. Because I will never stop taking you more forward. I could take you more forward this second, but I can't because of how incredibly bizarre I feel right now. I can't quite put a sentence together. All right, let's start talking. So we're very shortly here, like I said, if you heard the last video, I said this voiceover, somewhere in the video, I said this voiceover marks the end of Unseen 101. Now we're moving on. I told you, everything I just did was the first week, the first day of this. So if you've seen 1,200 videos I've done, you've only seen the first day. Am I exaggerating a little bit? But not much. This is where we're away from the others. It's a place I don't show, not this place, but I have a lot of places exactly this, near the mainframe places. It's where all of the big guys are. I don't think unless the ones that are on him, it doesn't seem like they'll have a lot going on besides him and maybe one other one with him. But used to be a spot. There's your wallow. There's your totem pole, which looks like a face. It's not an accident. They're here. They're here. They came to me. I didn't even do anything. All of them, you guys, they all came. These birds won't come unless these guys are here. I'm freaking out. Believe me, I told you I was feeling super duper. Listen to them all. They're little babies. They're above me now, you guys. These are the birds. I've been filming you for 10 years. This is my first experience. Well, this season, with them coming right on top of me. They're right. Well, that doesn't sound right. They're right on top of me. Hi, guys. These are birds of the unseen. What are you guys doing? They're only here when these guys are here. You'll never get them to whistle. You might get a whistle down there now, but you'll never hear one of them whistle. Oh, there it is. I just got it. Watch. It was down there. I was talking. I asked these guys, please. I'm telling you guys, when you're deep in the forest, flocks of birds don't come to you on purpose. I have done that over 200 times. He's right there. Hey, buddy, good boy. You should see when they're using him. You guys, I have a picture of him. He's in a tree like this, and he's sending the bird off from his, he's leaving the guy's presence, going right to me, and then he lands on my shoulder. Crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. I couldn't film it because I had all my gear apart, and he's just right there. So I waited. I'm like, good boy, and he was like taking little hairs off my cheek, and he's huge. And I wanted to take a picture, just for myself, and I couldn't. I knew if I started moving like too much, he's going to move. And sure enough, that's what happened. He wouldn't leave until I went to go get my cell phone. Not that he left because of the camera, but he left because I had to move too much. Jace came in on the seats. That's too cool. See what that is? Remember, I've done this thousands of times. I don't think you understand what thousands is. It's a lot. It's go do what I did and start counting. You'll be like, I've only done this 11 times. Oh my God, go do it 1,000, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not exaggerating, okay? I have 1,200 documentaries on there. And a lot of them are not even on there. Those are just the ones that are public. It'll say 1,600, but those counts the shorts too. We're at the big boys. Notice no J's. I told you we were at the big guys, and then they came. It's the white ones that send them. It's always the white guys. Everyone's out looking for Bigfoot, wasting their time. This is not what this is. They're out there. They want nothing to do with you. You got to get the white ones. Trust me. They don't have a mystery with you. They know every single thing about you. The white ones are the Bigfoots, that is. The white ones are more sympathetic. They're more like us inside. Big smiles. They seem to have much understanding. They're like a nicer version. There's no hair. They're completely smooth. That's why I'm almost willing to, people swear to me, medians, psychics, that there's a density change. I film little ones that look exactly like big ones. So just because I can't believe that, I'd be a hypocrite, because that's what I'm trying to tell you about everything else. I told you, it's the hardest things. So is there density changes? I don't want there to be. You see that, right? I have never been this far, this way. So I don't know how far up I am. A mile? 2 miles up, and then I walked miles this way. I wanted to go up there. I'm telling you guys, it's so magic up there. It turns into entire worlds. It's not spots, it's giant worlds. I gotta go up there. Maybe that's where I'll bring John. I'll see what John wants to do. I want John to enjoy his vacation. I don't want him to. We're going to be all over this subject, hopefully blowing your mind. But there's also, look. Must have been a big squirrel sitting there. Remember, something just ate all that, and something just smushed it all down. It's the most comfortable seat in the forest. Old seats right there. All right, enough's enough. Super zapped. I've been trying to get out of here and I just keep getting hung up. I can't leave. Well, I'm not hung up, but I see something in the distance that I can't just let go. See, that's where it happened, you guys. Right at the base of that, 100 more feet, is where Rio got walked all night long. He was in a mesh tent that you could see through. And they came down, and in the morning I filmed them out of my back window. There was 5 of them sitting there. It's actually part of that, but over there is where it all happened. It all really happened. And in the morning, these arching pine cones. It was amazing the things that used to happen. I think that's been pulled back on a little bit just because of all of the events happening around the world with people in them. This is a guess of mine, but I'm noticing it, I think, that there's been I swear I just heard like someone talking right there. I'm not kidding. These are where the big boys are. Oh, that's where, I think I know where I am. I made it all the way over here, huh? Well, I know where I am, but like precisely in this forest, know where I am. And right up there. I haven't been there in years. Gets really good. I think we've seen enough in here. I think I'm gonna try to get to a special place from here. Seat. Blatant. Blinds. Hearing all kinds of noises. Like subtle noises. That thing looks like it was been carved. So forget about me giving up the 10 years of my life, which would seem like for no reason at this point, would be, except for what they told me about upstairs. That it's all real and you better get your brain together very quickly. That's what they told me. I'm telling you. I couldn't even be with them at all anymore until I like erased certain things from my life. That's why when I was trying to stop cursing, when I was all this stuff, I'm really trying to still stop cursing as well. I'm doing really good, you guys. I decided never, even my 2 beers I drank once in a while, that's gone. So never again. I'm hoping, I'm not swearing it, because maybe some special occasion, but it'll be a long, 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 long time before I even have 1 sip of alcohol ever again. I've watched some friends die from it. It's an evil. Just because you like it, you're going to self-justify it, right? I'm not really talking about having a glass of wine or 2. It's right there. Those guys probably heard me up there. Those are the guys. Yes, there's seats in that forest right there. Come on. I don't want a big one, I want a little one. It doesn't matter what I film over there. Someone will be right there on the internet, just be like, oh, that's your friend. It's just like, look at this. They definitely heard me. There's those hikers over there. Have you noticed the wildlife over here versus the whole time I was inside? I'm telling you, these birds, I think, go away. It's just like us. There's like 100 of us here. These birds will just go, they just go over somewhere. Unless you're the jays, they'll just go somewhere else. Oh, I got to do something. Give me a minute. They press themselves on the tree. Sorry, I'm walking uphill. I'm out of breath. I decided that I figured out where I am. You guys got to see what's over here. What is behind, what's in front of what I just zoomed on? I know this to be amazing, but it's been since the first time I ever went live was up there. First time I ever got a super chat was up there because it was that good. Look. Hey, you. Well, I suppose he's upset. Look at this. Hey, buddy. There's cover. He's not moving. Just in case, guys, look at the blindage. Okay. That's a blind. Good boy. Hold on. There's a giant quartz rock. Giant out in front. Want this? Kelly sent these. You really think that one squirrel did all that? Nope. I told you I'd never show you that without a trident. This one just happened to have everything. He's part of the whole thing. He's talking to them. That's why he let me walk, or I walked right over to him, basically. He didn't go until I started doing the plastic. Too much. Because it's all the same color. That had to all be done at the same time. It's the others. See, here I am again, trying to convince you. When I know for a fact what it is. I've seen them sitting here. It's like, it's a crazy thing to be able to know a lot of things but not really be able to say it because they'll delete me. I still don't recognize this. Yes, this is insane up here. I'm up to where a person could never be. You just never would be. Remember, there's a billion places you could just walk into a forest in Colorado. Literally. So that's why it's impossible for anyone to be here. It's kind of like playing the lottery. You're just never going to get the best unless you get to know them. It's the only way. Or do what you're doing right now. You smart, incredible people. Just watch this. Do you know that you being there and watching this video is, learning-wise, is almost better than being here? Because you don't get affected. You can see things I'm missing. And why did you just walk by that? Like all these things. You learn from the video, too, a lot. So please, come watch the videos, you guys. Remember, I'm not making money if you come watch it. Why would I have you come watch the video so I make nothing? Unless I cared about you. Look at this. That's got to be something over there, you guys. I mean, I have never been... Yeah, I've been that way. Miles and miles more, but it's completely different. This is wild. This is kind of what it used to be like down below, see? That's what it was. They're in there. You'll find their spots in like weird things and leaning clubs. But now they're doing this. All of a sudden. Like they've always done this, but I'm talking about here. Very unusual. You guys, look at this. You guys, I love this spot. This is where you guys can do something. See, this is the way it used to be. This is where I need to be. Look at this, you guys. I'll show you why. You want to talk about force? There's no wind here. Oh my God. Look at this arch. Hold on, watch this. We're not going over there yet, so this is where things are starting to get good. I'm not leaving. I was about to. There's two or one? It's one. Look, this is why. This is what it used to be. Not that. Sometimes. But this. So that beauty, to me, that's beautiful. Especially when no human being will ever be there. I'm telling you, we do something to the world. We ruin everything. Why? Because a human being's going to go take a big dump and then wipe their butt and then leave all of the tissues floating around, blowing through the forest. That's the problem with human beings. They destroy everything from greed. It's all greed. Everyone thinks they're special. Everyone is special versus someone else. They're more important. They're smarter. They're better looking. They have more money. That's the number one. Money. They've gotten to where if it's been brainwashed since the day they were born. So with money, they get respect, but it's just fake. Like I told this rich guy once. Ever tell that story? Yeah, I think I did. This guy got out from screaming about us common peasant Americans, and he's from the UK. And I was working at the hotel, and I was standing there with a professional hockey team that were all staying in a hotel, and we were waiting for their bus, and this guy's freaking out because his skis didn't come. Now he was paying a lot of money because he had like a whole party there. He paid for everyone. Everyone's skis came, but his. Little short man syndrome, billionaire syndrome, right? Comes up to me, screaming at me. I played it off, I'm like, it's all right. Then he goes around in circles, talking about how stupid Americans are, right? And you should have heard it, you guys. He's screaming at the front of a major resort in Vail at how dumb Americans are. He's from the UK. Okay, I got news for you. You're just as dumb. Okay, we're all equally as dumb. I promise you this. What the refrigerator is that? It's not possible, whatever it is. Whatever that is just can't be in the middle of the forest. This guy is just going to start fighting people and stuff. And I was thinking, I was like, I don't really need this job that bad. I could throw this guy right through this window right here. If he swings at me, he's going through the window. It's as simple as that. And I don't lose. And just as I was about to start getting it, shutting this guy down, wait for this. This is all being zapped. I don't care if you hear the story or not. This guy, he's a professional hockey player. I forget his name now. I don't really like the team. It's the Denver team. What is the Denver team? I forget. The Rockies? Is that what they are? I can't remember. And I do this. I don't do sports as a distraction for you. That's the only thing sports is. You're watching grown men argue over a ball. Think about it. I'm discovering the unseen world. What do you think they wanted you to do? They gave the Romans the games. It's a distraction. It's a distraction to keep your eyes and your mind and your mouth out of this world. Do you understand? We give you beer and hot dogs and tell you to shut up. And then you'll spend all of your money betting on the game. And think that you're justified and so cool and hate other people that don't like sports. Do you see what I'm getting at? I am just walked so far. I never get tired, ever. I just walk. I used to, not anymore. I just walk straight up. You know, it's interesting. I was reading in the... So I think it's the same squirrel. He's following me. I'm not kidding, it's the same squirrel. There's no other squirrels here. None. It's the only one. Check out that trail marker. That's where it starts to get good. You go miles and miles like that. And then all of a sudden you come to things that shouldn't exist. If I do have an hour video and there's some of this where it's monotonous, a lot of it so you can see how I'm acting strange, and a lot of it so I don't make the call for you. Like, I cut this all out. Well, Mark, so in other words, if somebody had seen the whole thing, like, Mark, you really shouldn't have cut out that last 5 minutes, where I really think you should have, just so it makes people happy. And that everyone was like, no, that is the best part. Don't do that. So sometimes I just leave this in like this, because maybe I'm tricked and maybe I didn't see something and I'm not really looking. When in the video I show you, I see everything, but I just show you the things that you should be able to see. When I zoom in, if you don't see it, you might not be meant for the subject. You may just want to go back or get to church real quick. Don't go to church. Just do it yourself. The second you accept God and the J word, everything comes into focus. He told me, Mark, you go up that mountain, you'll never get tired ever again. I was like, now I just run up Lake Hallie. Yeah, you're like, a little bit, but nothing stops. I used to have to stop. Like, ever since I became a real in this and asked both God and them to be sure that it's okay, that I'm not intruding. They every time tell me, absolutely not, no. And then that's when I started. I was reading about the running. You'll never run out of breath. You'll never get tired. You'll always. It's true, you guys. You have to live it to believe it. I don't expect you to believe everything like that, because it's hard. It would have been hard for me too. What is this guy talking about? But that was the stupid me. I was only living what I had seen. You know, but I am the guy that trusted other people. That's how I know everything, because I trust people. I know immediately. You guys want to know how to trust people? Because there's no one out there that's got a reputation in this that isn't trying to do a good job. I mean, maybe, like I'm talking about actively, they have to actively be posting videos. There's names that linger in this field that do nothing. They've never accomplished anything in this. It's kind of frustrating. It's kind of strange. They don't post videos. They don't do anything. This stuff is from 10 and 15 years ago, they're known for, and never have done something since. What the? Look at the size of that. Can you see? What is it? It's a giant hawk. I don't know if I filmed him or not. He didn't make... It just shows you how these guys can move right next to you and you'll never hear it. You just won't hear it. They can. Some of them glide. That was a big hawk. He didn't make one noise. Like, I didn't hear his wings, nothing. Oh, I forgot to get there was a quartz rock the size of a VW bug. I forgot to show it to you. Look at this. These are all seats. I don't want to show you them all because it's just easier just to go like this. See the arches. But see, this is what regular people say. Nothing. Don't you feel kind of like dumb being one of those people? Duh. That's just these people are, if they really knew, if God was like, this is how you should really feel, they would probably like, you could never feel any dumber than the hypnotized people of this earth. That's how wrong you are about everything you think and everything you do. And that's why I'm demonetized. Because they want you to stay a sheeple. They don't want you to be friends with anybody. And they don't certainly want you to know about, and they certainly don't want you to know about this, because it leads to you common peasants. I'm kidding. I'm talking to just like the world, not Patreon. Patreon knows when I'm talking to them. Because it's the opposite. It's a love-hate thing. I hate the rest of the world, love them. And it's not because they help me. It's because they get this. They so get it. That means everything to me. This used to be all active here. Because I don't think I've been right here, but I was that way in it, and I was doing a live video. If you didn't believe, now you do. That right there just convinced you of everything I just said. I'm not kidding. He is telling the truth. Am I trying to put down the other future researchers? No. Because they're not really out there going, look at me, look at me. It's just that you'll hear someone mention it again and again, and it's like they're not involved in the subject. They don't come to their homes. What do you not understand about this? Are you having trouble understanding? There's nobody that does this besides Diesel in New Jersey, okay? That's it. Nobody else goes to their homes every day, or a lot, enough to produce you endless content. There's really... Diesel has filmed in New Jersey what no one in the world has ever filmed. Not even me, because I've never been in New Jersey since I've done this. I have once, but I went to the shore, and I never even thought about this. I did, but I was with family. You guys, you can only see what I see. Believe it or not, you can get great timestamps like this. Because what it does is you see how it's bringing that tree there, pick a tree, all the way to right here. So what it does is it condenses that space. And when we condense that space, it's not pareidolia. It'll start to show inside their bubbles. It's, remember, I get to see that with my own eyes. Or I would never tell you. Decoration with a, look at this, you guys. Look where we are. If you don't visit that, you are not involved in the subject. The reason I'm telling you is because I love you. Stop wasting your time. All of these hours you wasted of your life, which is precious, watching some imbecile who's so sure about the subject's real, but knows nothing. So he's seen one or whatever. And then, so now he's your expert. I said this in a recent video. Now he's going to tell you all about the subject. But he honestly doesn't know more than you do. He only knows for sure that it's real. Do you follow me? He saw them. That's it. He has never learned the first thing about it. And trust me, it was an accident. They make mistakes. It happens. That's what every single thing is, except for, I believe, Patty. There were some horrendous things that happened there. This is like, okay, so I've only shown you maybe 5 or 10 of them. I should say filmed. And this has got to be number 40 or 50. In between 40 and 50. Watch this. I couldn't pass this one up. Each one. And then when you're in here, you can see them all. This is the way it used to be. This is what I was bitching about. See how you can see everything? That's the way it was. Like there might have been that. But now it's everything back where I was showing you. Here, you can go right to their next spot. The way they made it back there, you can't figure out what's what. I liked this. This is what made me known. This is what made you start watching me, because I could do this kind of stuff. And then they'd be like right there sitting down, you know. Well, that was different. I was in the middle of them knowingly. Here, they can be right there, and you'll never know. We were with Jen in a tree like that, except bigger, a big, huge pine tree. All of the branches just started folding back. He was walking right towards us. We were like, you got to be kidding, right? We both look at each other like, things would happen when me and her were together. It was insane. Stuff that just couldn't be. So thank God, you know, that she was there for those, because I don't know if I would tell you. I think I'm telling you because someone else can back it up. So a tree like that just starts, all of the branches just start folding. He's in it and he just starts, you can't see him. He's there physically. He's not, I think, you guys, you know what I'm very willing to believe, and opposed to like knowledge and technology, is simple vibration, which is very complicated actually. So if you're old in the universe you're vibrating extremely fast. That's what people don't realize, is that a lot of people hearing me do know this, that we're vibrating in the universe. Everyone's vibrating at like an incredible speed, like zzz, right? The older you are, the faster you vibrate. And if you're real old, something new won't be able to see you. I bet you this is something you didn't know. Some of you knew this. Don't get me wrong. Everything I say, there's at least one person there. Mark. I know more than you. What movie is that? Oh, it's Ron from Parks and Rec. He's in Home Depot. And the guy goes up, can I help you? And he's like, I know more than you do. I like Ron. That guy is good, man. What a good actor he was. You guys ever watch Parks and Rec? I watch it just because out of like desperation for like a show one time. And I started liking it because he's just great. Because he's like me. He's like me. I'm a lot like him in a way. Like with like his food. He doesn't like, I should say I'm like him. He doesn't like his like salad and stuff. The waiter brings him a salad. He's like, would you like a salad? He says something about like a rabbit. He's like, prefer not to. Oh, look at that. So like Ron, he's funny. Some people will know, some people won't. Parks and Rec. You've probably seen the clips. These were all seats. Guys, this is on a scale here that I can't even tell you. You'd never have to go somewhere else. If I had a house that backed up here, I would break the code. I could break every code. All I have to do is sleep here. I could practically do it. But if I live with them, the thing is you can't. There's nowhere to live here, but I think we would do some longer time. So we would go we're going to do 22 miles that way, straight into the forest. There's no way out either way for 20 miles. Once we get there, we set up camp, document everything. Hopefully up there, there's actually cell reception. If not, we'll have to do it when we get back. Broadcast from camp, try to find a camp that has cell reception. Look, is that a seat? Yes, look how it's always looking down. So they're always set up to hide from someone walking up the hill, not down the hill. That's crazy, you guys. Please don't let my talking and my annoyance affect what you saw here today. You cannot do what I do here and sound normal. You're going to be, most of you would have quit a long time ago. Okay? That's why I'm trying to tell you. Only I can do what needs to be done. Here, I'm the only one. There's no starting over again. It's impossible. It'll never happen. It just will never happen. And it's just a shame, if I have to leave. It's just going to be a shame. You have to understand when I say this, it really isn't selfish. I'm not saying this so I can stay. Oh, you mean I get to go back and have a shower? Put $30K in the bank and have some remnants of a life again? I don't want that. I'm meant to do this. I just need your help. They told me that you would. They have nothing to do with money. They said, don't worry, that your friends will help you. They are like crazy, but I need more, like big time. That's the only reason you guys are watching this video because of, well, really it's 200 different people, but really it's because of probably 10 or 20. If the other, it's like Neil. Neil gave more than everyone combined a month. Well, about the same. This is insane in here. I want to know, you know what I want to know? How they go in and out. So I know they can stand right there, but they don't all just go invisible. I would have kicked one in that face by now. There's more to it. Look at this. This is stuff we used to see in Predator Hill. Brand new place stuff. They love if it comes out like a piece of like plywood. Like a 2x4. Look at this. That's why you want to zoom here, because they might not be having too worried about me yet. They know how long it'll take me to get like a place like that. That's why you always want to zoom. I haven't done much of it today. Super, super, super affected. But if you want to get them here and you just zoomed like that all day, you get them. Even if they know it. You'll still get them. Some of them want you to. Whew, I've been here a long time, you guys. I know you only see what's on the camera. I've actually not been filming most of it. That's not true. Half of it. I can't help it. You guys, this is all seats. Like, I'm talking about like thousands and thousands of them. And it's way, way here. Like, I'm so far back. You notice that you'd never see one cut. You'll never see anything a human being has ever done before. Because a human's never walked this far into the forest. Probably once, like some guy cut through here, 50 years ago. But I'm talking about some, like ever, like where he would have noticed. If someone probably cut through here, they were probably doing it fast. They didn't know. Just, hey, if you look, see if you notice any weird sticks. Then he would have noticed. But if he's just trying to get through and he's thinking about getting home or going to the weed shop, he's not going to notice anything. That sucked. I'm not human anymore, you guys. I joined their side, so I can make fun of you guys. You humans. I'm just teasing. I will, though. If they give me like a paper to sign, like, you can officially be an Almas person, I'd be like, done. Oh, remember the other day, I want to make it very clear, if I get the chance to go, I'm going. I said, like, if I'm not a part of this, like, so if we're not together, and I just got the opportunity to go on my own, I might still, but I don't think I would, I don't know, I know I would do it immediately for you. That's what I'm saying. There's a certain amazement to being able to do this for people. You don't want to just do it. I feel bad for the people that do this for themselves. Like, Mark, you don't understand how far I've gotten. I'm like, I know exactly how far you've gotten. Who do you think you're talking to? I don't say that, but I'm thinking that. But that's not fun. Because it's a burden. Now you catch a butt, you're at the bar and you're like, look, what I really do is I have Bigfoots that come to my back. People are like, okay, this guy's nuts. At least I can say that with some clout because I have people backing me up. So when you do it by yourself, it's nothing. Now, I can't speak for you. You might just absolutely love it. But for me, it'd be nothing but a burden. I do this to share it so I can feel like I have a purpose. That's it. And because it leads all the other things I tell you. It leads directly there. Nowhere else. And I'm telling you, something will happen with these guys one day. I'm telling you. Don't be surprised if... I don't think so, the way they treat me, but if, here's your angel force right here from the Bible. I mean, it's in the Bible. Not that, it says the J word comes back with thousands and thousands of warrior angels. Remember, because that's what he is. He's not what you think he is. He's not the pictures people paint of him with the beard. He's a warrior archangel. You know this, right? He came here as a human. That's the only way you can get here. Unless you have certain tricks. Ways to open things. And I believe it wasn't necessarily these guys sitting here. I think it was, from what I can tell, it looks like this dying alien race that couldn't reproduce. And they claim that they live right with us. So their existence is the same as ours. It's right here somewhere, but you have to open a door to see it. So however that works doesn't make sense to me either, but apparently that's true. What I tell you, everything has a base truth. So that means dimensions, all that, there's some truth to it. That's how you get them right there. You guys gotta see where I am. If you only knew where I was and what I did and what I have to go through just to do this, I think you'd be more willing to help me. Forget about the secrets. Just, I think there's people out there that would help me based on just the effort I give. Like, let's just say I filmed the forest. Hey guys, I want to show you these trees where no one else gets to go. That's worth $5. I mean, why don't you just help me? What we're doing here is the place on earth. You're getting sidetracked because the world didn't make me famous over it. This is how it's done to a million different people, you guys. I watch it every day. Remember, I'm a little bit on the inside of things. I play dumb is what I do. So it's because it's, when I'm sitting here going, well, I don't know. I know so much more than I lead on, because you have to let people make up their own mind. If I just shove this down and start telling you how special everything, I know everything, listen to me. You know, sometimes you just gotta let people make their own decisions. Like, if I saw that, I would have been calling me right now, be like, Mark, just tell me more. I believe everything you're saying. How is that not you? I guess it is some of you, but how is it not everyone? Like, what happened to you that you believe what you learned in 6th grade versus someone with hundreds of thousands of subs across platforms with the best people on earth following him, that only tells the truth and shows you the facts in a way that no one has ever showed you before? So what do you think is wrong with you? I'm being completely serious. Do you think you're hypnotized? When do you think it happened? You think it was your grandparents? Do you think it was their grandparents? How long is it going on in your family? Were you raised in a good home or a bad home? Are your parents freaks or are they cool? Were you raised psycho, which happens to many, many people? Dysfunctional homes can really, really mess you up. You guys, if it was me, I'd be completely messed up. I say it all the time. I am so lucky to have had my parents. If I didn't have them, God only knows what I would have done. I don't know. I needed the best parents in the world. So I never cast judgment on others. I always understand a lot of it's our upbringing, you know. Some of us shine through from the day we're 1 year old. We're singing on stage at 1 year old and seem to have the whole world figured out. The rest of us aren't so lucky. You guys, I am so far up here. This is what it starts to look like when you get where no human being can see, not from a helicopter, not from a plane, not from anything. If you look in here from, oh, there's a spider web. Darn it. No one walked through there today. Remember, when you look in from above, it just looks like black. It looks like a shadow. You guys hear how quiet it is? I've been having quite the time off camera. I'm telling you, that's why there's no animals. Where's the deer? We have one squirrel that was there as their friend for cover. That's all it was. You guys see this, right? Nope. People can't see that. There's people that I show that to, they're like, no, I can't see that. They're not kidding. They don't see it. Okay? That's the problem I'm having. They just see wind and stupidity. That's all they see. It's a crazy thing. You guys realize how nice I am when I call out these people? Have you ever been to a regular YouTube channel when they're talking about the rest of the world and what they say about these people? How horrible, and the curse words and the ungodly manner and disrespect that is used across this world? I call you dumb with respect. I'm serious though. It really is true. It's like, so it's not, it doesn't really mean dumb. Oh my God, I almost fell over just now just from being lightheaded. I almost went down. I'm not kidding. It was like a billionth of a second. I thought I was going to faint. That wouldn't be the first time here. Where am I? How far did I come up? Because that's all a teepee. It's a teepee structure. Look at that. And not only that, it's huge. This has got to be a mass scale others. You guys, thank you so much for watching. How amazing is that? Did you get through this whole thing? Not everyone will. They think that they have something more important to do. This is a problem I had my whole life. I'm telling you, there is nothing more important. Okay? Because once you fully conquer this, everything else in the world comes into perfect focus. All of your struggles, we're talking about maybe even religion, things like this, you won't struggle with anymore. This fixes you. This is why I'm here, not to show you X's, okay? That's just the beginning stages. You can't just show up on the scene and tell everyone that this is more important than just showing you Bigfoot. There is no such thing. Well, there is, but not really. It's been altered by humans. Anyway, you guys, there's much more to come from today. I figured it's some of it's pretty good. I'll just, because I lose my memory completely right now, like right after this, just for a few seconds. And like, I haven't looked at it yet, but I'll never forget it. And anyway, I figured I would just make another video for Patreon members only. Please join. It's not a way to get you there, but these certain things I just want to show people that I know are completely on board. So I don't have this incredible feeling of bad, lurking around what we're doing. This bad is not wanted. You've got to be. It's all in your heart. They read it, and that's it. And look, you don't have to be this perfect person. There just has to be a good heart there with potential. That's how I see it. They'll see the potential and like, all right, we can fix this guy. Kind of like your girlfriend thinks she's going to fix you. Over and out. Next video. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put it public, but maybe I might just make it Patreon only. Over and out. Love you.